And now, your reigning, defending, greatest wrestling podcast of all time. This is Let Me Book the Territory, the podcast for smart marks and nostalgia nerds. Featuring A-Dub.
On site, and it's on site.
B.A.
How can the heel heal off on the heel when the heel is healing?
And E-Ray.
No wrestling moves. Just hands. Just hands.
Powered by the Embrace the Turn Up Network. In partnership with the Inaudible Ruckus Podcast.
Welcome to the madness here.
I was a true artist.
I'll tell you this. Just put the fries in the bag, bro. You wash.
Is wrestling real? Huh? You think it's real now?
Dude, Dr. Dead.
I could definitely see E-Ray slapping somebody for saying wrestling isn't real. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the greatest professional wrestling podcast of all motherfucking time. This pod is real. Wrestling is real. Everything else is fake. And that's real. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Let Me Book the Territory. It's your boy A-Dub, the pod god, the pod tribal chief, Dub on CW. If you didn't know, that's right, I'm making special appearances. Punk is gonna show up. He's gonna give me some, valuable tips as well. And then I'm gonna get hit with an RKO because that's just what we doing now. But I can't do this alone, guys. I cannot do this alone. So, joining me, of course, first off, we are talking about the richest man in all of podcasting, the guy that lights $1 million bills on fire just to light up his weed. I am talking about Chin Strap Jones, coming to you live from Cell Block H. The homie BA is in the building. BA, what's good?
What's going on, fellas? It's BADBIC, aka Black IRS, aka the beef of the East. BA Bigelow in the building. BA Spielberg, because it's cinema this week. And cinema.
Making movies. Don't worry. We're going to get you out of here before block lockdown. So we got you. And of course,
only got this equipment
I
for so long.
Can't do this pod without the black male Medusa himself. The dreads that'll turn you to stone when he gives you that evil look because you tried to backtrack on the pod and you know how much he hates that shit. I am talking about Dub616, aka the guy who has been jumping all of his friends, Wesley E-Ray, Wesley Pipes E-Ray's in the building.
That's crazy.
He was good and ass was good.
Hey.
And if you get your piece of evil ass, woo!
Must be said. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Let Me Book the Territory. Let me book the territory. And I'm E-Ray, the quasi-bad guy, the Doc of evil, the man of 7/8 teeth. Wesley Roy. That's Wesley Pipes. All the things, all the dreams, not to be confused with the man that has 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his closet. Don't let him hit you with that Black Rob. No.
Whoa.
But we're here.
Whoa.
Yeah, you talking about a special delivery, all right. Stay away. Where do you guys want to start? So many things.
You made some references to one nasty guy. As we record, a documentary dropped about another nasty guy. We haven't all finished it, and don't worry, fans, we are going to do a full deep dive on this little docu-series, if you will. But the Mr. McMahon doc dropped today. E-Ray, where'd you finish off before we started recording?
Whoa.
Pause.
I slow my roll. I stopped at episode 2. I started episode 3. Not only did the Vince McMahon doc come out, but Vince McMahon's statement came out about the doc. That's crazy. Do we want to hear what he said about this the Vince McMahon statement?
You got it pulled up. Let it rip. Pause. Whoa.
I have it pulled up too if you need it.
Dubs on a roll. In my best reading voice, and I am blind, so bear with me. Vincent Kennedy McMahon says, excuse me. I don't regret. Should I read it in Vince McMahon voice? I can't do this.
Vince McMahon voice, please.
Yeah.
Please.
I don't regret participating in a Netflix documentary. The producers had an opportunity to tell an objective story about my life and the incredible business I built, which was equally filled with excitement, drama, fun, and a fair amount of controversy and life lessons. Unfortunately, based on the early partial cut, I've seen the doc fall short and takes a predictable path of conflating the Mr. McMahon character with the true self, Vince. Title and promos alone make it that evident. Yeah. He goes on to say a lot of things were misrepresented, left out entirely, and lead the viewers to intentionally be confused. Producers use typical editing tricks without context, footage, and sound bites, etc. to distort the views, I can't read because I'm
Leave that out, Wise.
Please.
Yeah, you can leave it.
Eugene.
I'm based in B. The title, Uncle Eric. Perception and support deceptive narratives. In an attempt to further mislead account, the producers use a lawsuit based on an affair I ended as evidence that I am, in fact, Mr. McMahon. I hope the viewers will keep an open mind and remember that there are two sides to every story. So, what Vince is saying is, I did that shit.
He didn't deny anything in that statement. BA, as someone who's finished it, do you think it was confusing at all, or did it just lead you down the path that you were currently on of your thoughts of that man?
I have not finished it yet. I'm only on episode 4.
I was like, you finished that shit?
No, I had to say I had to slow down as well. I had to watch NXT, so I stopped at episode 4.
I was like, you can't just take on 6 hours of McMahon.
Right, I need a break.
Yeah, you just like shower.
Just like whoa. Sorry, guys. Get
that one out too.
Sorry.
Slice and dice. Wise man, you gotta be on your job this week.
Wise man's life more difficult.
Sorry, Wise man.
In the first
He gonna
5
leave it
minutes.
in. He gonna set you up for failure. He gonna be walking you out like Diddy. Oh, they got me. Take that. Yeah, I'm okay. Look, I'll shoot him a little bit of bail. I can see from the opening, and I feel like since I'm only on episode 3, the 2 openings that precede that very much are like a narrative-driven thing. But as our friends in love and hip-hop industry say, they can't use what you don't give them. So
bingo.
The problem is this all takes place prior to the outing of Vince and the information coming out about the lawsuit. But it's kind of like I don't know, it's kind of like the jury now and in modern day times. It's hard to not be tainted by like looking back on things, and he says it, and then you look at it, and when he says something, you go, oh, it starts with, oh, I wish I could tell you everything. Can't tell you the shit I can't tell you.
I'd have to kill you.
He tells him, no, I can't tell you. It's fucking crazy. Like, if I just heard that, I would already be like, man, that's insane. Hearing that.
The crazy part about that cold open is the stuff he can't tell you about, they don't address until episode 6. They just leave that hanging there.
I mean, well, I don't know because I haven't seen it. So perhaps, or maybe that's not what he was talking about. Because if he didn't tell, he maybe just doesn't tell him. And tell me different.
That's it too. Well, you got to remember, like most of this was like recorded before the lawsuit came out, so you have to assume some of the stories I can't tell you.
Because the boys, she likes her like sex trafficking. Got it, Vince. You're insane. It's a wild roller coaster. I am thoroughly entertained by it because it's so many things that I didn't know. Before we get on to the real product, let me ask you just one takeaway that you got from watching things so far. Just something that just either tickled you or was like, what? Or something that got a reaction out of you thus far within the first couple episodes or wherever you stopped watching it from.
So I flew through the whole thing.
You're sick.
You're a sick. I mean, like when you sit down, like it's enthralling to watch. You're like, whoa. Like, I mean, granted, we knew I think maybe 70-80% of it, but the things I didn't know, like the AG Hall stuff with the ring boy stuff, that shit was crazy. I was like, wait, what? And to me, the biggest thing was just how open and honest Hogan was about being a fucking snitch. I was like, yo, if I sold out all of my friends and coworkers, I would at least try to like make myself look okay. God damn, like that was the first time Hogan didn't put himself over, which was insane to me.
Oh, it's because it's well documented. He can't lie about this one.
Nah, I beg to differ.
Jesse.
It's different from like being well documented from other people's accounts.
Jesse Ventura will come and track his ass down and let him know something about himself.
So what Dub's alluding to is Jesse Ventura attempted, if you watch this already, it should be pretty well known, but for anyone who is new to this, Jesse Ventura amidst WrestleMania 2 was attempting to form a union or get everybody to unionize and possibly walk out on WrestleMania 2 because as they were building the business from WrestleMania 1 to WrestleMania 2, they start working 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year.
That's crazy.
So if you did your math, literally no days off. like Wale said, it's crazy. And you don't get paid if you get injured, you didn't get paid. So most people worked injured. So Vince McMahon's a workaholic, so he took that approach and made everybody else have to work like him and not taking that into consideration. And when the Hulkster got word of it, he decided to go right up to Vince and report that they're trying to unionize and that they were going to have like walkouts and things like that. Vince took each wrestler one by one into his office and said, hey, nobody's going to really do this, but if anybody shows up to that meeting, you will be fired. And then nobody showed up. And then the wrestlers were made to think that it was themselves that betrayed themselves and that all the wrestlers would say they would walk out and then undercut the other people to get a better position on the card. So for all the people who don't have like, great unions and all the things like that within wrestling, you all have Terry Bollea to thank for that. So that was crazy. To me, I think all the Hulk Hogan stuff, because there's so much Hulk Hogan in the beginning, it really does feel like that. Contrary to what BA is saying, in my opinion, I'm like, I think he's putting himself over because I think he thinks he looks good in this. Like him saying, like, I was loyal to Vince. The whole through line through his portion that I've seen so far is his loyalty to Vince. Like, I'm a loyal guy. I heard him trying to do that. I said, nah, brother. I told the big man right there, because me and him, we came up together. He gave me everything. He did this. I'll never betray him. Then even when they weren't cool, even when he was going to WCW, after they wrote that terrible movie, No Holds Barred, and he was like, you know what? I'm going to do, was it Tropic Thunder in Paradise?
It's Thunder in Paradise. It's Thunder in Paradise.
Something like that. We seen him do that, and he had said he was going to testify against Vince, and then went in there and still was the company man and said, "No, brother, he never made me do steroids. I love steroids. Steroids are the best. Take the steroids like I told kids take vitamins." And that was that. So I think he does think he looks better than he does, but it's more so on the loyalty angle than him being just like a terrible brother.
I didn't realize they were selling Hulk Hogan vitamins back in the day. That's crazy.
They sell Hulk
Oh
Hogan.
yeah.
Did they come with HGH,
HGH.
GHB?
Probably.
You wish.
I remember the cereal, the cartoon, like vitamins. Like, man, shoot. You don't talk about body image issues, huh? Kids who grew up watching wrestling in the 80s and 90s.
Body dysmorphia.
Oh yeah, Roy's brother.
Hey, here's Lex Luger. You can be like him. You just take these vitamins. I think he's taking a different vitamin, Dad. For sure, son.
Injectables.
Right.
From Johnson & Johnson. Like,
So all I gotta do is eat these Flintstones and work out
Yeah.
and say my prayers, and I can do that.
Drink some milk. I have
That's it.
rippling deltoids and biceps. Shit, you should have told me that earlier, Dad. Have
Solid.
that spinach.
That's all it takes. But
So my lactose intolerance isn't real. It's just my body not wanting muscles.
Yeah.
Okay.
You weak. What are you saying, B.A.?
I was gonna let y'all know what my two big takeaways from Vince's doc was, or so far. Just that Bret Hart, man, he just doesn't hold back anything anymore. He just doesn't give any
Real
fucks. It's
I want to be a
just
hater like that one day.
I love it.
Brett is an old black man.
For real.
got
Absolutely.
No fucks.
Put some
No
self over.
political connects.
I was
don't
an
care.
artist.
Back in my day, I scored 4 touchdowns in one game. That
Whole
sorry
time.
ass right? You know what I mean?
He
Real
said
nigga.
people called it fake. I looked at what I did. I was an artist.
Right.
Like, wow.
Right.
But I mean, shout out to Vince for saying that Brett had no charisma, which I've been telling BA for what feels like years now.
He said little charisma. He didn't say
Yeah,
no.
he said it was real touch and go there for a while.
He also said that Dusty Rhodes didn't want the spotlight or the championship. So
No, he said Dusty couldn't live up to it. They played those clips right back to back because Cody was like, from what I know, they passed over my dad, and then they cut right to Vince. Well, Dusty just couldn't live up to it, and I was like,
after he
oh.
said he's got so much, and he was looking for somebody because Bob Backlund was milquetoast.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, what was the second one, BA? And then we'll move on.
Second one, just the Vince, him and his dad's relationship. I knew it was like low key estranged in the beginning where they didn't really know each other. I knew that stuff. I didn't know about the only time he ever told him he loved him was the day before he died. I'm like, no wonder Vince is so fucked up. Like,
I'm proud of you. That killed
Daddy
him.
issues,
It's
man.
like, damn, he held that in. That kept him alive the entire time. It's like, if I tell him, can't utter his words. It's like, I think it's been long enough. Son, I'm so... It was over.
So I'll leave y'all with this before we move on. Wait till you get to the part when Paul Heyman tells a story about what Vince said to Shane about his father in one
All
of
right.
their blow-ups. That was
Cliffhanger.
some of the craziest shit I ever heard in my entire life. But crazy shit is going on in the E currently. Even crazy shit about who's there and who's not there, who's signed and who's not signed. The Lucha Brothers, they might be signed and heading up to the main roster. They might be sitting at home. They might be at Dynamite right fucking now as we're recording.
Yeah.
The reports are all over the place.
AEW is their present. That tells you everything you need to know.
Exactly.
You heard Cero Metal. That's
You're
what
right.
it is. AEW
that's-
is my present.
That's the equivalent of an
On the
owner
plane.
saying, I have full faith in my coach. And then they go 0-3 in the next 3, and that motherfucker is out of here. E-Ray, let me start off with you here. Since this report that the Lucha Brothers are probably going straight to the main roster, where do you want to see them end up when they get there? And give me their first feud. I need to know.
You said they're going straight to the main roster, so that eliminates any NXT action, which I think would be probably better suited for them. Really, they can learn like to build that fan base. The hard cam. We already got the LWO, and we got like evil LWO. We don't need more of that. I think NXT with what they're doing with the tag regime, kind of building that back up with Fraxium. I would love to see them there. That would be fun. But if we got to throw them on the main roster, I guess you can. Shit, from what I seen last week with all that sweet action of the Street Profits and DIY, and then the new Bloodline City. Throw them right in that shit. Yeah. Whatever. Like, I mean, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do
Profits it. Sounds like fun to me.
Possibly. I'm so high on the Street Profits and the way things were played out. I mean, we're talking about SmackDown. I was like, this is a masterpiece. I was like, the swerve, and I'm like, oh, DIY is dead. Oh no, who's gonna? Oh, and then that happened. I'm all in my feels, and I'm like, oh no, fucking the Profits. Wait, what? So many emotions. It was incredible. So throw them in that mix. Don't bog them down with the LWO. Don't bog them down with American Made. Yeah, I think. I mean, well, I walk that back. A few with American Made might be hilariously perfect, except for they would have to lean into the heritage thing, which LWO is already doing. So I don't want to muddle that. But yeah, American Made kind of pulling a JBL would be ridiculous.
Now you cooking.
I won't say anymore.
Now you cooking. BA, let me ask you this. How long were they on the main roster before they got tag belts?
Ooh, good question.
Would you hot shot them?
Nah, I don't think you need to hot shot them. I think their presence alone, just the insanity that they can bring in a match, is gonna be enough for them. But I'm trying to think, who's the tag champs on SmackDown right now again? It's the Bloodline.
New Bloodline City.
New Bloodline City.
I love you so low.
Try to
lower and
that would be some
glitch.
Those would be some great matches with Bloodline, with New Bloodline City. But I don't feel like they should get hot shotted right there though, because it's too many.
T-Lo Brown, by the way.
It's too many elite, good tag teams ahead of them right now. That's like y'all just said, DIY, Street Profits that are doing their things too. So I don't know. I think they need to earn it. That's what we in the season of in the Triple H era is earning it.
Yeah, I think they end up on SmackDown too, especially if SmackDown's going to 3 hours and Raw shrinking to 2. There is a new rumor going around that they're going to do a redraft as well in January.
Oh wow!
To account for that, don't know how real that is, but I can see it.
Makes sense.
Yeah, you gotta bolster that roster a little bit. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to get that out there. Just wanted to see what y'all thought about the Lucha Bros. But E-Ray, to your point, I think the Motor City Machine Guns going to NXT is their plan because those guys haven't been on TV as much, like national TV, and the Lucha Brothers have. So they're like, you know what? We can just put them on the main roster. They know how to work a hard cam because they've been working a hard cam on AEW, and no one's sitting on that side at all, so they're not even playing to that crowd.
Damn.
I knew he couldn't resist. I was just waiting for the setup. Yep.
Just had to take that shot. I mean, I'm just saying, some things are cinema, some things aren't. But, AEW hard cam side, that's not cinema because there's no one there. But speaking of cinema, Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes had a face-off at Georgia Tech Stadium, which is in Atlanta, that felt like the scene from Heat where Robert De Niro is talking to Al Pacino, and fully directed by Paul Heyman.
Oh, not Martin Scorsese?
I mean, I imagine Martin Scorsese was definitely like consulted on this.
That wasn't a David Fincher production.
I mean, Aaron Sorkin definitely wrote the dialogue for sure.
It was something in there like
you're in my way.
Spelling something. I don't know.
In life, like
with the music, it was all might as well have been Eminem. I'm not afraid to take a stand.
SmackDown was a good show, but this could have been the whole show for me, honestly.
It was the show. They just after they go turn it off. Cut.
Roman Reigns with 8 SUVs, and it's only him getting out of one. He doesn't have security opening. No, it's just him.
Cody come up in a Camaro, just like with a title, just walking. Like why both of them walk out like they couldn't decide who was gonna get the Bobby Mercer entrance, so both of them did. Just where did y'all come from? Who gave y'all all access to this field? We got a game in like 30 minutes. Can y'all get off our field with these vehicles?
Please?
Like, if my star player fucking twists their ankle in one of these chuck holes from these dumbass tires, you're gonna hear from my lawyers.
We got a walkthrough to do, guys. What is going on?
Right.
No. You're in my way. In life.
In life.
So good. I'll say that.
Roman Reigns said, I shed blood, sweat, and tears here. It's my arena. This is my city. And Cody just straight up hit him with, yo, this my block, cuz. He told him what was around the corner.
These my corners.
Cody was like, you played football here. Like,
yeah.
He said it so better.
Not the same. You did a good job playing football. But my father was in there bleeding, shedding his blood. I went to high school down the street.
You went to the beach.
It was so good. Cinema. I was thoroughly the music just blaring in the background. It was just so ridiculous, and even Cody just pulling up to him. Gotta look at you sideways and make sure you can smell me. Wearing this Baccarat Rouge 5. Like what? What is happening?
He really hit Roman with this my block, cuz.
It was
insane. Grew up here.
So many things. That was amazing though. Kudos to them for pulling that off. That was fun.
Yeah,
it was like
amazing.
A half a step in any direction could have been corny or like just too goofy, but it worked. Worked for me.
If they had if the music was any different, it might have been corny. If there was people trying to separate them because they got too angry at each other, it would have been corny because where all these people come from.
Those are the people that's trying to get on the field. Hey, these are the team. This is Georgia Tech right here.
Right.
Anything else would have been corny, but they executed that perfectly. So much so that I'm actually excited for this match at Bad Blood, and I wasn't initially. I just kind of figured Cody and Roman are going over, and then they're going to have their match at Crown Jewel. And then we're going to continue the Bloodline story because we're only in the 5th inning, probably. Who knows at this point?
That's
the
when we get the
baseball game ever. Can we just end it?
We're in extra innings, brother.
Just be holding the fans hostage.
Like the 16th inning.
We came here at 1 o'clock p.m. It's now 2:30 in the morning. We just want to go home. Nope.
I mean, when you do leave, Waffle House is still open because they are in Atlanta. Speaking of which, they are saying now that the band that played Cody Rhodes' entrance music at their football game will be accompanying Cody to the ring for his entrance at Bad Blood. If true. Man, they are doing such a great job of just listening to the people.
That's it.
Especially us.
Just leave it at that.
Because we're the ones that said, hey, you got to do it. You got to do it.
Yeah.
We gave them that. I 1000% believe that we came up with the name for Axiom. I really believe that.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm in agreement too.
And we'll get into the last Monster Standing a little bit later because that was all us. That was 1,000,000,000% us. Like
it's okay
from start to finish.
Every week, just
it's crazy.
Tune in, pull our ideas. It's okay. I get
it's fucking crazy. But we thought that promo was cinema. I don't know if they can recreate it in any other way with any other superstars. I know they're trying new things, but one person who did not like it was one Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens saw it and said, yo, this man's been ruining my life for 4 years now. And now you just gonna team up with him just because he got more cousins? Newsflash, he probably got more cousins that's gonna come jump you too. Hikuleo is on the way. Zilla Fatu just said, fuck GCW. He's on the way. The Rock is still out there saying, can I hold it? On the way. Kevin Owens is out here.
Oh my
stressed.
God. I just did the science.
Oh, speak on it.
The Rock said, can I hold it? You know who was in the WWE as tag team champion? The Rock's father.
Oh yeah, it's Mr. Feet.
You know who The Rock father's tag team partner was?
One Tony Atlas.
Tony Atlas. Tony Atlas once said, someone in the back was accused of trying to hold it. I don't know. Just doing the science.
Hold on. I got the math for you. Do you know who told Vince to sign The Rock? Pat Patterson.
Oh my.
That's crazy.
Oh my God. Do you understand what we just did there, BA? You follow the ones and the twos?
I'm following the ones and the twos and the threes and the fours and the lines, connecting the dots. All of them.
That's insane. That's one of those puzzles, like where you connect 32 to 35 to 46, and then you look at after you done connect all the numbers. It's a T-Rex. What the fuck do we get one for that?
I'm saying, man, that's a 5 out of 5 on the AP Trig test. I'm just saying, man.
Hey,
just saying.
88%.
Booking the territory for years.
I'm not saying the names. That's the only reason we didn't get 100. Try to leave all the victims out of there, but can we hold it? No! Get out of here. So many cousins, so little time. Kevin Owens
he's holding back his anger. Which is the first time we can say that about Kevin Owens ever.
Second.
Because at the end of the night, he comes out there to say his piece about what's going on with the Alliance, and before he can get a word out, new Bloodline City shows up to jump him.
Just enough for the city I live in.
And who makes the save? But one Cody Rhodes flew all the way there from Georgia Tech.
He ran
helicopter.
He drove there in his Camaro. Listen to his theme song the whole time.
He had adrenaline in his soul and in the gas tank. Was he driving? Bumblebee? Jesus Christ.
I mean,
hey, that crossover.
No, that was Saba. You know. Where are we going, Cody? Saba, we gotta get to SmackDown.
I have to save my friend Kevin.
I feel like Kevin's in danger.
In his soul.
Hit it. Kevin Owens.
Put that on repeat.
Getting attacked. Cody Rhodes comes out to save. So much things. And then the deep, just overly elongated, just the frame just sitting there. I'm like, he's gonna just do it already.
So Kevin Owens grabs a chair, slides in the ring as Cody's yelling at New Bloodline City. And from the look on BA's face, I can tell BA definitely thought the turn was coming because he's all about violence. And, he wants Tony D to call people moolies, and Cody Rhodes is our black champion. So he definitely wanted to see that moolie get hit with a chair.
Jesus. Oh my God.
We haven't even gotten to Rocky 3 yet. Calm yourself. That's nuts.
Well, BA, you definitely thought the turn was coming, didn't you? You were ready.
I was definitely ready for it. I can't even cap. I thought it was. I definitely thought it was coming.
Pause.
No.
You know. That's what I would have been if I was Cody. That's exactly what I would have said to KO, because you don't turn your back with a man got a cheer in there. Like, they're gone. Why do you still got that cheer? Just hold.
The only reason why the turn ain't come yet, because it can't happen in that slow of a fashion.
It's gonna happen at Bad Blood.
There you go. Exactly. Yep.
I feel like it's both Kevin Owens and Solo are disgruntled by this uneasy alliance, and I feel like that's gonna make strange bedfellows, and some other shit's gonna happen. I don't know.
See, I could see it happening in Bad Blood, but then there's also the issue of it's going to be Roman and Cody at Crown Jewel. So then you're elongating that story of Cody just got his ass beat by, his new friend, and now he just can't deal with it because now he has to deal with Roman. You get what I'm saying? Like,
that's fair point.
And then after that, it's Survivor Series, and it's looking like Cody might be on Team Roman. But like, I could see it happening at Crown Jewel if Survivor Series is just old bloodline versus new bloodline. Like, Crown Jewel ends in a smash finish. No one wins or loses.
And that
KO comes out for the save and then beats the holy hell out of Cody Rhodes.
Or hear me out. At Crown Jewel, Roman and Cody are going for it, and then it just takes over. KO can't hold his anger back. He comes out there to hit Roman with a chair. He hits Cody on accident. Wink, wink. Disqualification. Cody retains, but now he got to deal with KO, and him and KO got more static. And then him and Roman also still got static. But Roman is still
has family business.
Exactly. So Roman is like,
you get Cody versus KO at Survivor Series, since they're no longer doing champion versus champion, because they don't want to bury any of their other world champions. They will only let Roman Reigns do that and no one else. Makes sense.
Smart.
I like the booking either way. I like the booking either way. Shout out to Kevin Owens for being driven into insanity by the Samoans and Cody. Poor guy.
Tongans.
Whole separate island, guys. Whole separate island.
Yep.
Any other person from the AAPI? What? I don't know who's some other ones. I don't know.
We never got
everybody.
our Samoa Joe,
Samoans.
Kevin Owens feud for about sad times.
One day, maybe.
One day. I mean, maybe KO can feud with Shinsuke at some point. Whenever Shinsuke's done surfing and wants to show up to work.
I mean,
He worked enough last year and earlier this year. He's good.
true.
You don't need him again to the Royal
Like,
Rumble.
I'll wait till they rehire Boogs back. I'm not going to work. I need some time off.
Boogs is supposed to be lifting the house up on Instagram later on. So once he does that, he'll be ready to get hired.
From the foundation, just ripping out the ground.
Ripping houses out the ground.
What is he getting ready for?
In case I get the phone call, brother.
You don't need to be that athletic. No, you're all right.
At that point, that's not even athletic. That's just madness.
Exactly. Why
You
do you need to
probably
be that
snap
strong?
more tendons than anything. Just it's like Kyle can. Like,
They grow back. It's
your
fine.
body is breaking down as you're doing these things. You can't be okay. Somebody call that man, see if he's okay.
He's definitely not okay. You don't even need to call him and check that. Just
Just look at
ask
his
how you can help
Instagram.
at that point.
Just look at his Instagram. Nope.
Not okay.
Nope. Something's wrong there. It's okay.
You know who else is not okay? Andrade. Whenever Carmelo Hayes.
Whenever Melo
gets
come
any
around.
whenever Melo come around, This beef is getting to the point where it's on site. Andrade loses what's a really good match against LA Knight, and then comes backstage and Melo's right there like, couldn't have been me, and then hands.
Put the fries in the bag you washed. That's what he said. Don't forget. No, that's what led to hands. He was like, man, get out of here, he said. Man, put the fries in the bag you washed. That's a crazy ass line. Like, you weren't even, I beat you to get here. How you telling me I'm washed? But he did. And it was so good.
I want to be that irrationally confident one day.
Man, I used to be. Take me back. 2000 something. It's like, there's nothing I couldn't do. Just coming out.
So now we're getting Melo Andrade 6, which,
when you know what? Shout out to the like Lakers Celtics at this point.
Yeah.
Basically.
I mean, it could be. Andrade, Mexico's where? Do the science. Carmelo, Massachusetts born.
Okay.
Okay. You're doing a lot of science today.
Yeah, he is.
Put in the Coliseum.
Bill Nye. I see it. I love it. We got we're not E-Ray. We got Melo Andrade 6. Shout out to the rest of the roster for being cool, for them taking all of the TV time that wasn't given to the Bloodline for the past damn near 2 months now.
I mean, if this was the old times, there might be some flack, but they get paid either way. So go out there and put it on. We'll go fake watch from the monitor. We'll watch in Gorilla. But if back in the day, it was like, hold up now. I ain't on TV. Y'all done gave them 72 matches. I need to do something. Because you ain't getting on the show. You ain't getting paid. But no, everybody getting paid now. Pay scale's different. So, hey, let them go out there.
So, see, Andrade's up 3-2. Are we thinking Melo takes the next two and gets a U.S. title shot? PA? Huh?
I think it makes sense. It makes sense. Smart booking, because we haven't seen that match yet. So why not? Especially after that. I don't know if Andrade can come back from that wash line. Like that's tough. So
you gotta put the black mask back on.
Oh no!
You need to keep it on. Don't
just
take
be
it off.
heel.
Thank you.
And I got another problem. How sick is it? They are. This is the equivalent of RPG like mining. They're literally just grinding and just going around beating up each other to get stronger to go do something else. Like, how you get a title shot for just fighting the same nigga 82 times? That doesn't qualify you to get, like, you ain't just beat other people. You're like, oh no, let's just run it back real quick. What? Why does he get a shot? Because he beat him 7 times.
So if I go to the forest and kill 952 sheep, I can then beat this mid-level boss?
32 times. I leveled up 32.
So,
18 potions.
So then that makes sense of why Andrade was so mad backstage. He did all that RPG mining to beat this mid-level boss and still lost.
Oh, absolutely. That makes Dub just did
and now he has to go back to the save point.
Dub just did the because he didn't save. He got over cocky. He grinded for 4 hours fighting the same fucking low life elves and bugs in the forest. Didn't save, went to fight the mid boss and got washed. It was like,
can't even
the
go
fuck
back.
just happened? Oh no, I didn't save it.
Can't even
Lost
go back.
He remember how long
of
it
his
took him to
life.
kill that first little mid elf, and he like
That's
God
enough to
damn it.
make you want to trade in the game.
I've been there before. I shit you not. I've been there
rage
before.
quit.
Just like,
Oh yeah, you got to rage.
oh
quit
no.
after that.
Final Fantasy 7. Was it Zelda? Was it which one? Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild.
I put 96 hours into that damn game, and my Switch broke when Switches were brand new, and they only had one. It only has one port. So if that port breaks, you got to send it to them to fix it. And I sent it to them to fix it, and they was like, "Oh, we fixed it, but we couldn't save the data." And I was like, "What? Huh? I had all the Zelda costumes. I had the fucking Hyrule shield and the sword, mythical sword. I only had one thing to do.
Somebody gonna have to play that game for 96 hours to get back to where I was.
Right.
I literally rage quit and put that game. That game didn't get played until 3 months before the new Zelda was coming out, and I was like, oh, well, I might as well probably go back and beat it. And I was like, wow, this game is so much fun. I forgot how fun it was. I get you, Andrade. We here now. We here. I'm gonna start wearing a black mask when I go play the game. Remember, in your honor. There you go.
Damn.
Grind. And that's crazy. That is literally what they're doing. Just let's just grind each other. Well, pause. Not any part. Let's get our levels up and then go fight the real bosses, the title champ. Like Pokemon. Before we go take this gym, let's go beat up on all these helpless
That's
beetles.
exactly what it is.
Yo, it's a Beedrill. Fucking level 75 Charizard on a Beedrill.
Right.
Why?
One move.
What did I do to deserve this?
Niggas was having battles against each other to level up and then lost to Lieutenant Surge's Raichu in 5 moves. It's Thunderbolt. It's super effective. And that first punch was Andrade throwing his Game Boy against the wall. I get it now.
Hyper Beam, super effective. Oh shit! I'm not gonna win this one. I wasted so much time. Damn you!
I'm not little talking shit because he just beat Brock, the first gym you got to fight.
Oh, we've all been there. I understand Andrade more than I ever have now. That's crazy. Well,
You've never understood someone so much that you didn't speak the same language up until just now.
Until just now. Not since Usher. How do I say? He didn't know. He gamed the chick without even speaking the same language. Nuts again. Anyway, we digress.
Man.
Outside of Andrade and Carmelo 78, thoughts on Street Profits being back?
It feels great. It feels great.
Feels right.
Yeah. I gave B-Fab some flack for just being there, but you know what? She fits. She covers up for Dawkins not being as great on the mic as Montez. And it just works. It just works. And I'm ready. I'm ready for them to take those belts whenever the time comes.
During that match, the crowd was solely on their side. It was incredible.
Yeah.
It was good stuff.
Great reaction.
Yeah, Montez, they loved it. Shit, I seen Dawkins do some crazy shit. They love it. I'm sold. I'm back with the profits
of old.
I want all the smoke.
When do you put the belts on them? Survivor Series? No, they won't.
Say 5 years?
No, I said Survivor Series. I was like, no, Bloodline will be busy.
Yeah. I mean, if you can take it from them before that and then keep them occupied, they can kind of get away from that because they shouldn't have had the belts put on them. Like, if you're in that type of feud, you don't need a belt. Because Solo has the Olafala. He doesn't have a belt. Why do they need a belt? We get it. They are threatening. They're them. But they don't need the belts. And it doesn't take anything from them to lose the belts. Yeah, so or you can play into it and have Cody or Roman cost them the belts. These are easy moves and then get them far away from that. But I guess if you want to give Street Profits the rub and make them look like a big deal, you do have them kind of with, like we were talking about in this show, go back and listen to the episodes, with Roman and or Cody. So it does make them look even more. It's a quicker way to heat them up. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I was like, I'm not mad at it either way. I'll allow this to play out.
Crown Jewel, put the belts on them there.
Sure.
Because the Bad Blood card is pretty much full at this point.
Yeah, it'd either be there or a random episode of SmackDown. So I'd rather see it there.
Yeah, on SmackDown's third hour when they extend it.
There you go.
When they extend the hour. Well, no, how long is that though? That's not happening until like January, right?
No, that's happening soon.
Like
So,
October.
First episode in October is 3 hours.
So then Raw is automatically going to just not be 3 hours?
They haven't really said. They said Raw is going to
Very
2 hours for the rest of the year, but they haven't said explicitly that when it goes to Netflix it's going to be 2 hours.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of saying that, but they haven't said that
I
explicitly.
can imagine 2 hours with no commercials.
Yeah, I mean, essentially
that's not bad. Versus, I was like, so I'm not mad at that. And plus, Monday Night Football, it's hard. Nigga, they had 2 games on this week. I'm like, I'm just flipping through everything, and I was down like 20 points in my fantasy league. I'm like, body slams. Oh gosh, more bodies and tackles. Come on, touchdowns. I need everything. It was too much for me. So yeah, I only need 2 hours of Monday Night Raw.
So that third hour, that wouldn't be bad. Put it on that third hour.
Especially if it's happening in October.
Show up.
Absolutely.
Not mad at that. But yeah, profits are back. They're up. They want to smoke. Speaking of people who want to smoke, Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman, they want to smoke every time they see each other. Miz is going to have a match with Bronson Reed, and before that match could even start, Braun was like, no, Monster Kaiju Wars 45, brother. And they proceeded to beat up security guards again. Yep. And just continue this Kaiju war. And then Adam Pearce, in all his wisdom, said, you know what? I'm sick of this.
I'm doing this
last monster standing.
I think that's exactly what we said on here. That's crazy.
Word for word, bar for bar. But even further than that, did you guys see the promo that they put together for that?
I didn't.
So it's this promo. It's mostly computer generated. It's them like walking through a city, knocking down buildings and shit.
You're lying.
And I literally sent that to the wise man. I said, make this the cover for last week's episode. My phone's fucking tapped.
Yeah, it's getting scary.
It's getting scary.
You guys are witnesses. Y'all listen every week. Y'all hear the shit we be saying. Is it coincidence that it just starts to make it into the episodes?
No.
Is it coincidence that they are reviving RoboCop after they mistakenly was like, wow, what's all this chatter on the internet about RoboCop?
Views of RoboCop on Max have gone up through the roof.
Yeah, and Neutrogenics for some reason.
Right.
I'm telling you,
everybody everywhere, you're welcome for everything that we give to you. You're so welcome.
The gift that keeps on giving. Let me book. It's crazy.
Last monster standing. E-Ray, who wins?
Gotta be Bronson. Big Bronson Reed. Bronson for president. I'm bullish on Bronson. That he just has to destroy somebody. I love that they're doing this so it doesn't make Braun Strowman look like a little bitch. But the fact that Bronson Reed is just on this tear of I'm murdering you. He's ate all the catering, so that was just him leveling up. He just sitting there eating all the potions, taking all the vitamins, doing all the special incantation, whatever the shit is called. And now he's just ready to run amok through the whole WWE. All the VC points were spent. He's going to just murder. He's done giving people time off. Now he's just taking what's his.
Remember somebody said that Bronson wasn't over and wasn't going to get over?
I vaguely remember that. I feel like it was more than one person. I feel like it was like two people that were
Call
just
them out.
Crazy.
I can't even remember those guys, but it was crazy that anybody would think Bronson Reed wasn't that guy. But, everybody doesn't have foresight. I don't know. Whatever.
Everybody gets some stuff wrong, except for me and you, E. We don't get shit wrong.
Of course. Yeah.
We're good. We're good.
Beep, 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 beep. That's the sound of the bus going over BA.
Just squirting his bones out of the back of his head.
Bone marrow. Fatality.
And then Bronson Reed picks up your skull and throws it at Braun.
Right. Pretty much.
Bronson Reed wins. Flawless.
Overality. He throws BA's head at Braun Strowman. Braun's like, what is this? That guy asked for time off.
Permanently. Oh,
Bronson Reed is definitely a Mortal Kombat character, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
no question.
No, he's a Street Fighter character because he beats up cars, too.
Yep. That's the point.
B Honda.
B Honda's crazy.
That works on so many levels. What was I was just thinking about something. The Terra Twins and the new guys. That's all I'm gonna call them. The new guys. What do we think? Judgment 2.0. The new judge.
Kind of over this.
Low key. Yes.
Like the payoff was at
why?
SummerSlam.
But why? I want to know. Look, BA got Liv on his shirt right now.
It do look like her. That
Yeah.
do look like her. That's crazy.
BA's a sick man.
So, for me, the payoff was too big at SummerSlam. Like,
Whoa.
I'm about to
Never
go
too
there.
big.
You know, you blow too big of a load, and you're like, all right, round 2 just isn't happening. I'm sorry, girl.
Oh,
And that's what this was at SummerSlam.
Nigel
need to
McKinnon
sleep.
just.
Unless
I
you're
gotta take a nap.
unless you're gonna do something strange, this is it.
Like, honestly, sometimes you gotta take a nap after round 1. That's what should have happened. They should have taken a nap. Rhea should have taken some time just to really get her head together.
Yeah.
You know, they should have jumped Priest to the point where he was off TV for a while, and they should have left him off TV for a while and let
Make
this
us
new
miss
Judgment Day run roughshod. You know, keep those tag belts hostage. Liv get her, squeak by victories. Dom still be the piece of shit that he is.
Yeah.
And then you come back to this in December.
Yes. And the Terra
Because your
Twins make
payoff at
more
some point is
sense.
going to be Priest and Finn at Mania, which at this point, I don't know how you get there because they're still feuding this much already. And the Liv Rhea thing, that can finish at any point, and then either one of them can move on. That women's roster is very strong to where they're not short on competitors at all. But I'm over it right now. Especially with, you got the monsters killing each other over here. You got the Sammy trying to get his shot at Gunther, still trying to prove himself after main event in a Mania.
You got the stud line, murder. So many things happen.
Yeah, so many things happening. You got the potential old bloodline reunion happening. So many things.
I'll say this. Everything that you said could, and if, fine print, if we go on the contract and kind of the history of this podcast, will probably likely happen. Could still happen right now. You reset. Y'all doing this at Bad Blood. Rhea loses. She gets beat up. She gets injured. Damien comes out to save her. They beat the hell out of him. They sacrifice him. They hit him with the Heaven's Door or the Heaven's Gate, whatever move. Do all that shit to him. Take him off TV. There we go. Literally, we just got to exactly what was said. Right
what
there.
if Liv pays off the stud line to jump Rhea, so that way you don't have the men beating up women thing?
Yes.
And she's like, I'll pay you guys off with a title shot. It's so easy. It's so easy.
It's so good. And we need this because I'm feeling the same way. I think we haven't had enough of the bloodline being able to impose its new biker gang shit on its own without being sans tied to the Terra Twins. And I think they were just so high and so hot on them that they were trying to capitalize, but it's you forgot, hey, make us miss you.
Mm-hmm.
Give Rhea some time off. She can kick it. I was like, she's going to be back. Let her kind of figure out some tweaks to the character. Because right now, again, she's still doing too much talking and thinking for me that I don't really love. It's like playing into. It's almost like she's having her Damian Priest moment, trying to figure out like how to be that baby face again. And just like, it's not the worst, but it's not as hot as it was. She was much better as a villain. I'm like, okay, fine, and I'm okay with it because still love Rhea Ripley, still love what they're doing. But I would prefer if they go ahead and separate them and allow this Live tour to continue. The Revenge tour is continuing. It's got to go to Indianapolis. We got to hit Vegas. Got to hit Detroit. Got to hit Fox Theater. You know, we got to do the things. Got to do the things. And then we come back to this, and that's what's going to make it special. Because right when Bloodline, right when I was going to say Bloodline, Studline, right when Judgment Day gets to that apex of like, oh, now they feel it, they're starting to feel themselves, and they now getting their eyes set on possibly a title, or they start to ruin other people's title shots or title matches because they want to. That's when you introduce the Terror Twins back and start to reestablish shit.
Eat, sleep, dream, the demons in your dreams.
Yeah, people
like if she was off
crazy.
TV for 2 months and she came back after Survivor Series
with the new look pants, it's over.
Lord.
That pyro wouldn't be the only thing popping. Whole crowd would just lose it.
Pretty much.
Nigel McGuinness. Thank you. All day. And Priest. All right. Oh.
Things are happening.
The Down Undertaker.
The Down Undertaker is risen.
By the way, I sent that clip to the group when Rhea said, "Oh yeah, absolutely, he's flamboyant. He's the bisexual Undertaker." I was like, "Hey, need I say more?" She said it. It's funny.
24.
We know ball.
Hilarious. Anyway, yeah. Hopefully something happens with that, but not moved, not loving it. But again, they got plenty of time to make this good. But it starts with knocking the guys off, and I was like, hopefully they just don't feel like, oh crap, we're not getting used anymore. Or if you want to blow it off, and I don't know, you got to do one or the other. And I don't know if you can separate them because, again, Finn and Damian. So maybe you got to pay that one off. I don't know. I really don't know how they do this, but I'm hoping for the latter. I'm hoping that they are teasing it and they get up to the point, then they just wreck shop and murder them, and then you don't see them for like 3 months.
I think, to me, the issue with Finn and Damian is like, if you finish that match one way or another with a pin, the only thing for the guy that wins that to do is go challenge for the world title, because that's what this has all been about. And are either one of them in this, in the space to take that belt off of Gunther right now, or even be believable to do it?
No, because
right
Gunther
now.
hasn't even had like a real run yet. Well, Gunther hasn't even fought nobody yet. He beat up Randy
Still
Orton.
saying no to Sammy.
Yeah, he beat up Randy Orton. I was like, oh, that's enough. I've done enough. I choked Randy Orton out.
Keep talking shit to people.
Right. He's terrible, but he's a terrible heel champion. Nationalism still works. Still works. You didn't learn anything from that Vince documentary. Nationalism still works.
Nationalism works.
Why you don't like that guy? Because he from a foreign country. Yeah, he a foreign country. Why they set that black kid up like that?
Kid
That
was
crazy.
9.
Right.
That was crazy.
That kid knows nothing about geopolitical issues.
That nigga was wrong as hell in the background. Feeding
Tribalism.
Yeah,
Kid could even point to Saudi Arabia on a map.
Say the Sheik, dog. Say the Sheik. Oh yeah, the Iron Sheik. Why y'all like the Iron Sheik? Because he from foreign. He from because he from a foreign country. All right.
Which one? Canada.
Trish Stratus, Drake. Enough said. We hate them. We hate them forever. Anyway, I'm trying to think. What else is important from Monday night?
Are they drawing the Sammy Gunther thing out too much. Of him, like, you know, making the challenge, Gunther saying no.
Sorta, but I enjoy it because of the reintroducing Ludwig Kaiser into the mix.
Guy's a star.
Yeah, it makes it so much more fun. When he's not like cracking up that Sheamus is getting beat with a shillelagh or a cricket bat in the back by unhinged, formerly known as Butch, Pete Dunne.
You gonna pop through that door and whoop your ass. You don't like that name.
All right, just checking. I thought he was behind me. I got scared. It's just fun to watch him beat up on Sammy. I think Sammy has to overcome him because ultimately he's going to lose to Gunther. So I'm not mad at that. Go ahead and like slow play it just a little bit. Also, while still teasing and building a bond on screen with him and Jay as they've continued to do, which is fantastic. So again, that's a thing for me. BA, any thoughts on Gunther just continuously telling his nigga no?
I'm with Dub.
As the father who probably says no all the time.
I'm told no, and
go ahead.
and
yes, you can have fruit
no
snacks, Gunther. Oh
yes, my god, I don't care.
Stop eating your sister's goldfish.
Facts. Oh, that's always
just be quiet. Sammy, go over there. Jeez.
Right. I'm with Dub. It's a little bit getting long in the tooth. Like they gotta get to it. Like, are we like Gunther? You know, you're gonna say yes. Like, say yes. Like, just give it. So, yeah. I thought we were gonna get it at Bad Blood.
Did you just tell Gunther to
give in, Gunther?
That's crazy. He turned him into fucking Marsha Ambrosius. That's crazy.
I guess so.
All you gotta do is
just say yes.
Don't deny what you feel. Give me the mash, baby. Oh my god, that's crazy.
So for me, I think the way like I would fix it is I would have them lining up a challenger for Gunther that Sammy thinks is undeserving. Like that would be a great spot for an Austin Theory.
If we had him. A
guy who like everybody knows the company likes him. They see a future for him. And you know, somehow he gets talked in, like who's Jim? Pierce. Pierce gets talked into it, and then Gunther's laughing. He's like, yeah, I can beat this kid in 5 minutes. But again, it's still not you, Sammy. Anyone but you. So no. And then, you know, you add that third element in of somebody else who is undeserving in Sammy's eyes, and Sammy's extremely deserving, but he still has to get through Ludwig. He has to get over Theory, and he still has to piss off Gunther to the point to say yes. No Marsha Ambrosius.
Just
to me, that's how you fix what's like. It's my issue with this whole thing going on right now. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know.
BA? Yeah, nah.
No, this is how you fix it, I'd say. Like, trying to get to that point with Gunther, like, I really don't know, just because of the fact that if you continue to say no and all that kind of stuff, and Sammy just keeps on winning, like, and I don't even think that person exists, like, as far as a Theory on Raw to put in that position in the first place to try to be a.
You got to give a title shot to James Ellsworth.
Oh, just
bring him back
on the roster. No,
the chinless wonder, and then Sammy be like, "What?"
That would be the only way to justify that type of booking. Just bring back a James Ellsworth. Or Enzo, even somebody that'll never come back.
Oh my god!
How you doing?
Oh, that would be insane.
Enzo Amore
super
started an
wild.
OnlyFans page to give wrestling lessons. Just wanted to toss that out there.
That's
Dub, I don't want to
crazy.
know what your Explore page looks like.
No, like I saw this on Twitter. I saw this on Twitter, and they were just like, it was
Okay,
just
I
a
can believe
wrestling news site. And they were like, yeah, nothing X-rated is going on. He's literally just giving out beginners wrestling lessons. I was like,
That's what they said at I forget what that lady's name was. She was wrestling, having her wrestling matches at men's houses.
Oh, that one
that's a
chick
thing.
that killed her husband.
Yep.
What?
PA knows.
Huh?
Yeah, I forget. It was a whole
No.
Netflix doc about it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You're right. I wish.
Muscles and murder or something like that. I don't know.
She was
Something
like
crazy.
fucking putting dudes in chokeholds with her thighs and shit.
I never watched that one.
It's a good watch.
Yeah.
Added to the list.
Anywho,
Jay got his first singles title. Thoughts?
I was gonna say,
Thoughts?
yeah. Should we talk about
You were
that?
gonna say yeet. You were gonna say yeet. You were gonna say yeet, weren't you? Yeet.
Yeet.
Rikishi didn't think they made a big enough deal about it because Rikishi just wants to give his opinion on everything now.
I mean, half his family is top performers in the WWE. So, I mean, go figure. Yeah, he gets a chance to say everything. I'm not mad at that. Do we have to listen? It's a different story, but not mad at that.
I mean, I feel like everybody's reporting. I don't even think we have a choice anymore.
I did it for the J. I'm sorry. Do we think that was the right decision?
Yes, 100%,
Okay.
1,000%.
Tell me more.
So this whole thing with the old bloodline separating, everybody has to finish their story. Finishing the story was about more than Cody, as we found out. Jay has now finished his story with getting a singles title and proving that he can do it on his own. He can be a main event guy. Cody got the belt. Solo took the Uwafala and is now running the bloodline. I don't know about Jimmy. I don't think Jimmy had a story to finish, unfortunately. I think when they wrote this whole bloodline story, they were like, well, Jimmy's here. And they were like, you mean Lil Jimmy that R-Truth teaming with? Like, no, actual Jimmy. And I was like, oh, yeah. Oops.
Right.
And that's why they wrote him off TV for 9 months or however long it's been.
I'm gonna need my stapler.
Sammy finished his version of the story by getting those tag titles and then regaining, who he is as a person versus when he entered the bloodline by getting that Intercontinental title and now, taking a step further, trying to challenge for the world title. So yeah, putting it on Jay was the right decision. And it gave Braun Breaker a nice quick little rub of, hey, he's got a belt. And I'm telling you, he looks like an early top guy to win the Rumble next year. I feel it.
Okay.
They clearing the way, low key. What's up?
Tell me why it was the wrong decision to make.
I can't, you right? Because it was the right one. I can't even do it.
Okay.
It was time for Jay to get that to Dub's point. I don't want to repeat a lot of what he said, but I agree with a lot of it. It was his time. It was the perfect moment to pull it off of Brian because I don't feel like he needs that super long IC title run. And if he does get it, give it to him again once they get the belt off of Jay when he go to do Bloodline reunion. So, people that out there has been a soft narrative about Brian not being pushed properly or getting kind of squashed in this, and I was like, that's kind of bullshit. I don't agree with that. So yeah, I don't think Jay needs to hold this belt for a very long time. I will say that. I don't think we need a very long reign. But it was the right move, right time, right episode of Raw.
You right? Your thoughts?
Color me shocked. It's very weird because I don't dislike the move, and I do think it's great. But I'm curious how they go forward with this. Do they I'm already thinking, does the new Bloodline City cost him his title when he ultimately does the rematch against Braun Breaker at Bad Blood? Or does he actually have like a legitimate title reign, or whenever they do it?
I think you got it. I mean, new Bloodline City definitely cost him the title. But I think it has to be closer to the lead up to Survivor Series.
Got it.
Because the last cog in that team, it has to be Jay. Because
Not
Jay
Jimmy.
was Jimmy
Jimmy's
just
there.
Jimmy just needs a phone call. He's back.
Y'all call
Jay
me?
was the one who took on all the mental abuse over 4 years, and like had all the paranoia with Sammy, and finally came to be friends with Sammy.
And now, yep, you're right.
And Jay's gonna have to be the one to bring Sammy. Sammy's like, hey, look, Roman,
One
I
last
respect
time,
you.
bro.
I'll join this team with you because you know how I feel about this, but I'm not coming unless you get Jay. And then Roman's got to do something, you know, all the facial movements he does now, and he finally has to get Jay. And Jay's still gonna say no, and then he's gonna think about it a little bit, and then that's when they go cost him that title. Like, hey, I know you was thinking about joining Roman, but let me remind you what happens when you side with that guy. You get your ass beat. Remember this? And they did, and they beat the holy hell out. They cost him the title, and then they beat the holy hell out of him.
And then he goes, "You're on my team in life."
And then Jay's like, "Yeet."
Yeah, we're family. Yeet.
Family.
I mean,
So yeah, but I don't think it can happen at Bad Blood though, and I wouldn't do it to Braun Breaker either.
interesting.
There's plenty of guys on that roster that could use
That
the
they gonna just
Intercontinental
get
title
up?
run.
That's interesting. So you think this was just a quick starter for Braun, and now it's moving on? I thought
Yeah.
it was gonna. That's why I was like, that was shocking to me. I didn't think he was gonna lose it there, because like Jimmy's not gonna beat him, or Jay's not gonna beat him, but it would be dope. It's gonna be a good match, and then at the end something's gonna happen. So when he finally put up, and they gave a lot of wrestling. There was a lot of wrestling on this show. There was some long matches. I'm like, that New Day match was 8 hours long, and I was like,
Yeah, it was. I put together my
like,
TV
this is
stand
still
while
on?
that match was going the whole time.
I watched like I don't even know how many Josh Allen touchdowns, and then I turned back like, these niggas still fighting? Oh, they ain't broke up yet. Damn. But yes, I'm with it. I'm okay with it. I'm curious to see what happens, but
going forward
shout out
with
to
Braun,
Jay
like-
for his. But for the title, fine. I know that's such a cool moment. He went full on Yeet Hogan at the end. They cut it, but he's, kids, if you just work hard and eat your vitamins, you can get your single championship and your dreams come true too. Yeet. Now let me hear you say, yeet. And everybody yeeted on themselves.
Didn't have anything to do with the fact that his family's like the biggest family in wrestling, and got him a tryout, you know, when he was moving furniture and shit.
I mean,
anyways,
probably not, because he's been there for like 15 years and none of that happened for him. So, I mean, probably just hard work, tattoos, feuding with your cousin for 4 years, and you know, getting the tattoos, wearing the Angel Grove gear in the middle of Soldier Field. You know, it's some things, but at the end of the day, shout out to him. Jay, I wish you would change the title, but too much to ask. I don't like that title, but I guess
like
other people
it.
do, so
I like
whatever.
It didn't bother me when
it's not. I
Luther
mean,
had it.
it's not the white strap, but I like it.
That's what I want. But
It ain't
Jay ain't the
nothing
one to
bad.
do it. He ain't the one to do it.
But yeah, but I was saying, like, I think next for Braun Breaker is gonna be feuds leading up to like how he gets to Gunther. Like,
Oh,
It's going to be
put him
feuds
against
involving Sammy, as Sammy chases Gunther. It's going to be feuding with Bronson Reed after Bronson finally puts down Braun Strowman.
That would be
Like,
nuts.
You get what I'm saying? You want to do things to like show that Braun Breaker is a great wrestler. That's why you put him against Sammy again. And then you also want to show that he's the powerhouse of the division. So you put him against a guy like Bronson Reed as well.
It got to be Braun Strowman. I don't want to see, if they feed Bronson Reed to Braun Breaker, I'm going to be pissed. And I think Triple H is better than that, because he's been doing a lot of things right as far as the wrestling goes. So I'm hoping we don't see nothing like that, because that will, I'll give myself some time off.
Well, I'm just saying, like, what's next for Bronson after he puts down Braun Strowman?
He's got to go after a title. He needs a title now. That guy beat Okada. They got murdered 18 people on the active roster now.
Still going.
He's a former North American champion. Put some respect on his name. It's time for him to get something. He leaving.
That's my point. After he beats Braun Strowman, Gunther's probably next up. I mean, unless you want him going after Jay and putting Jay down.
That could work. That's how you do it.
That's how you get the belt off of Jay.
That's
you have
how
new
you do
Bloodline
it.
City costume.
Yep.
And then Bronson's like, I don't want no smoke with them. I'm not from that island. And then leaves.
I mean, he's probably a Tongan too.
Might be.
I don't know how that bloodline works.
I don't know what the Australian
research.
AAPI people, what other islands they, affiliate with.
Hey, Bronson. Can hold. You'll know. There'll be hints. I'm not saying he's officially a part of that family, but there'll be hints. Anywho.
All right. As E-Ray tries to put every AAPI person in the bloodline, it's time for our favorite part of the week.
I'm not even gonna do it. You're right. We are talking NXT. Hey. Yeah. Smooth jazz. NXT, the greatest wrestling show every week, is now done. They have finally finalized their last episode on USA since going live how many years ago?
And they said, guys, we're not going out with a bang. We're going out with a press conference.
Yeah.
Or 4 to be exact.
What's up with that?
4.
What's up with that?
I was like, man, this is a lot of press conferences. What's going on?
Yeah, it was. They watched Vince McMahon, Mr. McMahon, WrestleMania 2. We're gonna simulcast this from 13 different locations.
All right, all at the same time.
Go.
I will say, NXT did do a good job of letting you know, like, yo, tag team wrestling, it matters here. It matters here. You had Fraxium on the Grayson Waller effect talking about their upcoming tag title match. You got Hank and Tank, who are just legit, taking on the Good Brothers. You had Uncle Seti and Javon Evans taking on the Grayson Waller Theory effect.
Nope, just the Grayson Waller effect with Theory, as they discussed. Trademark issues.
Of the Grayson Waller effect? Ooh, there you go.
No. Just the Grayson Waller effect. There are trademark issues and things.
Where's my face? My face not even on here.
Yeah.
I love that they're slow playing that breakup. I appreciate it.
Yeah, they are.
That being said, like, they're really building this tag division, which is great because the Motor City Machine Guns are on the way. And if you ain't seen them wrestle, boy, you in for a treat.
I haven't seen them wrestle.
Whenever they show up in the next few weeks.
Yeah, with E-Ray, I have not seen these guys wrestle before. So.
Who shows up first? Motor City Machine Guns or Lucha Bros?
The AEW is their present.
So the Motor City Machine Guns then.
So the Lucha Brothers.
Well, no, the Motor City Machine Guns, they are signed like that. Yeah, that's officially official.
Jacob Fatu was signed for like 8 months before he showed up. Just saying.
Well,
Anything's possible.
They had to
Like
bail him out
Kevin
of jail,
Garnett
so.
I ain't touching that one.
I love you so low. You should be Jacob Fatu for Halloween. That'd be great.
That could work.
Hey,
I love you.
He's insane.
BA, who's your favorite new tag team to challenge Fraxium? A name we made up. Vic Joseph, talking to you.
Vic.
Give us our fucking props.
Damn it.
You from Cleveland?
Right.
I know where your seats are at the Browns game. I've been in that section before. I ain't that broke.
Oh man. I'd have to say who tag team I'm most excited about. I gotta say Hank and Tank too, man. I was impressed with them this week. I was gonna say Hank and Tank. They were they're becoming characters, or the characters are becoming better wrestlers, I should say. Because they were already, the characters were there when they started doing the hosting shit and stuff like that. But the wrestling is there now. So, yeah. I'm here for it.
Fair.
They're like a better Gallus. Like a more entertaining Gallus.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
Calm down.
I'm just saying, they're more entertaining than Gallus.
Calm down. Gallus boys on top. I need you to calm down now.
I'm just saying.
Don't deny what you feel.
Haters.
Hank and Tank is better, babe.
There's a better product, babe.
Oh my God, Dub. It's okay.
Okay, all right, fuck all the tag team shit. E-Ray, tell me why you love watching Ridge Holland destroy Riley Osborne. I need to know. You are a Ridge guy now. You've been ridged.
I do. I was just eating some ridges just now. Delicious.
Hey, yo.
Not sponsored. I don't know. I didn't love it, I'll say. I think this is like, it's whatever, but it works. That was part of one of them things I kind of missed. I was just like, okay, it's happening. I was watching it. I seen Thea do something, then throw the cross chop, and I was like, oh, okay, well. I'm just waiting for Ridge to like throw her through the crowd, like Bronson Reed. Like Ridge is like, all right, I'm only gonna tell you to back up twice. Next, we gonna have a match, and I'm gonna destroy you. I'm waiting for it.
Wow. E-Ray wants to see Ridge destroy Thea Hale.
Hey,
wow.
that'll really put him over.
Considering the things I've said on this show, I get it. I understand.
I mean, I don't want him to call her a moolie or anything.
I mean, it's aggressive. So that's why I was like, I get it.
You just full aggression all the time?
Yeah, ruthless. Yeah. Some might say. Speaking of ruthless aggression, there was a sit down separate conference between Wes Lee and his brother Zach Wentz.
Oh man, it's quite the conference.
I loved it.
That was not PG.
That was amazing.
It was. They put on the.
I put your motherfucking ass through that wall, you bitch ass nigga. I was like, whoa.
They told them to go watch.
Can he hear me? Yeah, I can hear your bitch ass right now. Whoa.
They told them to go watch the Seth v. Matt Riddle promo from a few years ago. It said, "I want y'all to do that, but turn it up."
I was like, can we just cuss? And it was like, bet. All right. Did you say my daughter's name? I will your. Don't you ever come to my city and. It was great. It's the best. I was so happy. It was like, oh, he out? Say less. Yes.
My man Zach said, don't you ever say my fiance's name. I'm gonna fuck you up. And my man Wesley said, I'm in the CIO right now, the Content Innovation Office. And Zach pulled up. Hands. Hands.
No wrestling moves.
Hands.
Just hands.
It's beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yeah, that might have been. That was the. I don't want to say that. I won't put that out there. I would say that was a very enthralling match.
Wasn't a match.
Segment. Excuse me.
It was just hands.
Just hands. I was saying that because I'm like, man, this is about to be just some whatever. But they just start going for it. I'm like, oh, I had to turn off Resident Evil 4. I'm like, hold on. Let me tune into this.
Hold on. These niggas might be trying to make each other into zombies. Hold on.
Yeah, this is great. And they proceeded to like show out. So I loved everything they did. That was incredible for me.
But that was like the second best part of NXT, right? Because obviously the first best part was we saw Lola Vice and Jada Parker on the screen at the same time.
Thank you.
Good night.
Dub Nigel McGuinness. We're gonna turn that to a verb. Just Nigel yourself. Thank you. Find that sound, but did Dub just say thank you? Dub just say thank you, Book? Well, you know he did that Vic. Dub couldn't help himself, Vic. He got the Jalula spice, Vic.
Oh, when he said that, when they were talking about them becoming a tag team for the first time, and Booker T acknowledged, he was like, "Oh yeah, that's gonna be some tag team. Boy, is it? I swear."
just falling into depravity. You're so good now. Best you ever had. I mean, what? What are you talking about? I don't know.
The way Booker was talking just about that in general makes me think like there's no way they could put Jasmine Nix in that match because Booker would lose his fucking mind. As would I.
I get it.
As would BA.
I think she has to be in that match.
Oh yeah, I do too. I think it has to be her and Fallon.
Yeah. That's what you're dreaming about. That was good
Sweet
stuff.
dream and a beautiful nightmare. Word to Beyonce.
Let's see what you did there.
Yeah.
Trying to get the Beyonce fans to listen to Let Me Book the Territory. You got it, Beehive.
The math, the science, you doing the language arts now, my brother.
Oh yeah. Circumference.
There it is. There's the circumferences.
Right, circles. Circle
radius. Divide by pi.
3.1
Reading comprehension. All the things. Just science. Moles. Chemistry.
The chemistry, because we got some history.
What else did I love this week? I thought it was so many, like, again, I know you guys was like, it's press conference heavy, but I just like the building, the world building, the building that they're doing, getting ready for this big show. So it's a fever pitch, and they did give you a lot, but yeah, they had the press conferences spread throughout. I like the Trick Williams versus, or it's not versus, but CM Punk interaction. I love pretty much everything Ethan Page does on the mic is fun. It's great. That guy he did what he had to do. My question to you all is, does he lose that belt on the premiere on CW? Does it go back to Trick Willie?
I say yes.
Yep.
I think it does too. The way he's
I say yes,
saying,
and I think Ethan Page is called up too. I don't think there's anything else for him to do there.
I mean,
like to me, Ethan Page is there to remind people of, hey, this guy exists, because he was off AEW TV for months. Outside of that, he didn't need to be there at all. Let's be 100% honest here. And after Trick wins that belt, Oba's coming for him.
Oba, please.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
So at that point, I thank Ethan for his time and his service to NXT. And I say, hey, man, enjoy a couple months with your family. We'll see you at the Rumble.
I was just about to say, so when do you see him?
We'll see you at the Rumble.
Get out my brain. Get out my brain, Dub. Royal Rumble entrant number 10. Ethan Page.
Ego.
Oh my God, former NXT champion Ethan Page. Oh, I'm with it.
And you make sure he's one of the final 4 as well.
Yep, give him that rub.
Wow.
You establish
Instantly.
him as this is going
quite-
to be a guy going forward.
Quite the rub.
And maybe he ain't got to be the final 4. Like he got to be in there
Final
for
6.
Yeah, final
or 7.
6.
You
Final
know,
6. I'm
you
okay
know,
with
something. Something.
that.
Yeah, final 4. That is a big rub. You're right.
Yeah, that
Pause.
whoa. How much baby oil is involved in that rub?
Whoa. No, Diddy. Whoa.
Too much.
All you
I
gotta
don't live
do.
near a Costco.
Too
Let
much
me
sauce.
Can I hold it? No, hold that rub. The dry rub.
Not reaching
No
to grab
baby
it for
oil
anything.
is dry
Nope.
rub. It's crazy.
Oh.
Sweet and savory.
I got so many things I just can't say. Yeah, you lucky. I'm on a leash. What was my thoughts going? I gotta wrangle in my brain. Uncle Seti and young OG. Man, how exciting was that with Fraxium? If Fraxium fracturing. Oh my God, so many things. I'm so excited. That was a good match though.
The
but
young
I
OG
loved
getting
it all.
ready to catch an RKO after he jumps off the rope, does a spinny thing.
Yeah.
I'm so ready for that spot. I don't even care about the match, honestly. I just want
How
to
is
see
he gonna
that
catch
spot.
the RKO? That's what you want to do?
Yeah, How is he gonna catch the RKO? Can they pull off the spinny flip thing and then Randy time up the RKO perfectly?
I'm
Because
sure
if so,
he got some crazy idea.
That's immediately in the top 3 of RKOs.
He's been thinking about this for a long time. I'm sure he's got some crazy spot. in
All
his
of 4
brain.
weeks. Yep.
No, I'm talking.
Like-
It's his childhood hero. So I'm sure.
Oh, I was talking about Randy Orton's been thinking about this for a long time. It's like,
Oh, Randy's like, what do you go?
I
What's
see
your
you,
idea,
Javon.
kid?
Next
Wait,
week,
wait.
let's fight.
Javon's been thinking about this his whole life.
Yes.
Thinking about how you're gonna catch an RKO. for your entire life.
Because he's that
It's
type of
insane.
crazy. He's that type of crazy. He is bouncy. He's that type of crazy.
He hasn't been thinking about how he's gonna main event Mania. Or no, he's been thinking,
No.
how am I gonna catch the RKO one day?
He's like a Darby
That's
Allin type of
nuts.
mindset. Like that's some shit Darby Allin would be thinking about.
You just
Don't
called
put-
Javon
don't-
Evans
don't put
Black
that disrespect.
Darby Allin.
He's like, you can
What?
wrestle.
Don't disrespect Javon Evans.
No,
like that.
I won't. I will not. I can't because Javon
Darby
Evans
Allin
can
is
actually
just a
wrestle.
living lawn dart.
Exactly.
Darby Allin is here just to get his ass whooped, and that is it. And kick his own
not.
ass.
Like
Thank
honestly, outside of this match of Randy Orton, I don't expect to see Javon Evans taking too many losses in the next
Facts.
5 to 6 months.
Darby
That's
Allin
fair.
lose every day. By
Even
his
when he
own-
wins, he loses.
Yeah, because
Yeah, because he gets lawn darted into building
they're
walls.
set on
Just
fire.
lands on top of somebody to win. No effort.
Oh. Yeah,
Oh.
what did he bounce off of at Diddy's house?
Jesus.
Whoa.
Bouncy.
Whoa.
Darby Allin's crazy.
He didn't bounce off anything. He couldn't get any traction off the floor to jump because there's so much baby oil everywhere.
Yeah, so he just slid into a coffin drop. Coffin slide.
Slip and slide records.
Stars and Stripes. I think that's it. What else do we have? We got picks. Bad Blood.
They
is
got to
like
do
next
something
week,
with
right?
Julia.
Is Bad Blood next week? Bad week after.
Bad Blood
It's the week
2
after.
weeks.
It's October 5th.
next weekend.
Yes, October 5th.
Next weekend.
Had me nervous.
They got to do something with Julia, right?
Yeah, I was trying to avoid this part.
You loosely translating is not gonna work.
No, man.
And I was the biggest Funaki fan in the world back in the day. SmackDown #1 announcer.
You keep on.
But
Keep on.
like her English isn't there yet. His English still isn't there yet after 30 years. So like them holding a live press conference, asking them questions, to me that was a bad idea. Like they're repeating the mistakes they've made in the past with Asuka, with Shinsuke.
You think?
Yeah.
That was horrible. And I was like, oh man, poor Roxanne having to do all the heavy lifting. It even made her have like some missteps, because I'm like, she's been doing so good, she ain't had to like wait for somebody else's timing. Julia was expecting this big USA pop, and people was like, what? And not in the ironic Stone Cold way. No, what? It was just, what? Huh?
They had the same reaction when you watch an AEW and everybody going crazy, and E-Ray be like, who? What?
Right. Oh my God! It's Star Dazzling Bryant. Who? What? It's that guy. He's won 18 New Japan titles, and he's the NWGPJX NWO division. Who? What? Yeah, literally, Julia. I moved to America.
Pause.
Everybody's just like,
Cricket.
okay.
Cool story.
And everything
we
is
know.
hard, but you forget I am the best champion. Okay.
She needs a manager.
Next. Well, that's what Funaki is sitting there for. He forgot.
He was
like,
a translator. He's like her translator. He's not even in position as a manager.
So tell her to stop speaking English so I can translate.
The worst part was he has to write down what she's saying so he can translate it. And like there's that further delay. Like,
oh man,
they just need to stop having her do live promo. Do what's been working with Shinsuke. Like, she's supposed to be like,
that's racist, but it's great.
No. Not anime, but like just
give her a whole anime character background, subtitles. Go.
Right.
Dragon Ball Z. Goku
subtitles,
pops up.
Terribly
the beautiful madness.
English voice.
like, but I'm saying, like, she says like she's this beautiful madness thing. She needs to cut promos in Japanese and talk about it, and then let Roxanne do the heavy lifting live.
Will Roxanne defeat the beautiful madness? Stay tuned on the next episode of NXT.
Boom, there it is.
That's it.
There it is.
And then you got Stephanie Vaccaro just pop up, and you're like, oh. I seen it.
What
I seen it from there.
when you have me waiting for you? I was like, I've dreamed to start that way.
1,000 bottles? Not enough. Woo!
Man of 1,000 holds? Oh, let me tell you what.
Armbar. Okay. Well,
Sharpshooter. Texas cloverleaf.
Great ending.
Cattle
to
mutilation.
The USA run for NXT. We can end it with this. Fond memories. Do you guys have any, like, your favorite memory from NXT on USA?
The entire undisputed era.
That was on NXT or USA?
Yeah, that was USA. I was watching it.
It's been for a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
That's true, because it was like when AEW first started.
That's my answer already. I can tell you that early, because they were making me watch this before I even started watching the main roster again, like in 2018, 2017.
Facts.
So, yeah.
Unpopular opinion. Probably gonna say
Karen Cross.
Sneaky devil, you. No, I was gonna say
Johnny Gargano jumping Aleister Black in the parking lot.
Good stuff too. If Undisputed Era was a part of that, then I'll probably say somewhere between Finn Balor's comeback run And
Timothy Thatcher versus Matt Riddle in the fight pit.
who?
Timothy Thatcher versus Matt Riddle in the fight pit.
Thatcher. No.
Okay.
I was gonna say Velveteen Dream.
Whew. He who shall not be named.
I named him. I did it.
What a
Get
run.
him.
That
Call me up, Vince. Good shit.
boy. Talk about it.
Such good shit.
Talk about it.
Fair way to end the show.
Well, I mean, I think that's all. Guys, take a listen to all your past episodes of Let Me Book the Territory, where we are predicting the future. I mean, you could probably just spin a dial and go back to random episode in November of last year or a year before, and we're gonna say some shit, and you can be like, oh my gosh, these Negro Domuses, they know so much. And they did tell you that P. Diddy's gonna get caught with the baby oil. I told you I heard that before. Besides that, shout out to all the hives, all the different locations and locales that listen to us faithfully. We are here doing it for you. We do it for us because it's fun, it's great, but we do it for you because you like listening to our shenanigans, and we cannot be more appreciative. Please, by the way, go listen to us on YouTube, subscribe, watch some of the full episodes on YouTube. Also, buy a t-shirt, buy shirts. They'll come up with some more designs as we speak, but the Let Me Book shirts are there. Go buy a sticker so your fans and family can think that you do things for strangers online without clothing to make money. But you can say, no, I just like wrestling. That's all you got to do. Other than that,
doesn't clear things up, but you know.
Yeah, no, I just like wrestling. That sounds crazy. Other than that, we gotta ask our guy, Mr. Moana, to sing us out. Mr. Red One, Mr.
Can I hold it?
Mr. Jumanji, Mr. Can I hold it? Be careful who answers that.
What can I say? Except you're welcome.
And guys, this has been another episode of Let Me Book the Territory. We are out of here.
Deuces.